You guys gave me a lot of Chicago Bears hot takes, so it's time to give you guys my reaction. What's going on, guys? I'm back with another Chicago Bears offseason video, which I'll be doing this entire offseason, talking about Bears news, updates, general discussion topics, other stuff going on. So subscribe to my channel if you guys want these videos the entire offseason. Training camp begins, by the way, guys, in only a month. I think it's the last week of July, so tickets actually go on sale for that July 6th on the Bears website. They're free tickets, but you still have to sign up and get them. So if you want to go to Bears training camp like I am, set an alarm on July 6th, wake up super early and get the tickets whenever they're available, because tickets run out super quick because there's limited capacity at Hallis Hall. So just a heads up about that if you guys were planning to go, to training camp. And there's not too much news coming out about the Bears right now, so there's not too much to talk about, honestly, create content about, which is why I'm making some videos like this where I'll be reacting to stuff that you guys have to say about the Bears and just giving you guys my thoughts in a brief analysis. So I actually made a community tab post a few days ago asking for your hot takes. I think I got 78, 80 comments, something like that on that post. So obviously I can't get to every single comment. Apologies if I did not get to your hot take, to your comment in this one, but I will be having, future videos in the coming weeks out kind of like this one, asking you guys questions where you guys can interact, and I might be choosing your comment for that video. So with all that being said, let's get into the video. Okay, so I'll be going from hot take to hot take and saying how hot I actually think the take is. So if I think it's a scorching hot take, or if it's kind of a cold take that actually has a pretty likely chance of happening. By the way, if you don't know what a hot take is, go on Urban Dictionary maybe, but it's pretty much just like a wild claim that you think is going to happen that probably doesn't have a big chance of happening, but it's kind of like a prediction that's out there. Maybe one that you believe in, but few others do. But let's get into it, okay? So the first one's from a Moose8414. He said, in 2023, Fields would be the first Bears quarterback to eclipse 4,000 passing yards and have a 3-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio. That is a pretty hot take. I want to say, even though I'm pretty optimistic about Justin Fields, because he's coming off a season in which he only passed for about 2,300 passing yards. I think the betting odds for this year are nowhere close to 4,000 yards on Fields, over under on passing yards. But I do think this is possible because, guys, if you've seen any of Justin Fields' tape in college, he has the capabilities of being a pass-first quarterback and succeeding in a pass-heavy offense like there was at Ohio State. Now, obviously, at Ohio State, he had dominant weapons on the football field and all day to throw the football, which he did not have with the Chicago Bears at any point in the last 2 years, which is why he, struggled a lot to begin his career. But I think that now the Chicago Bears have built the surrounding cast, the supporting cast, to enable Justin Fields to hopefully have at least 3,500 plus passing yards, which I know, again, to some that's being way too optimistic, but man, if any Bears quarterback is going to get us off that ugly list of us being the only franchise in NFL history without having a 4K yard passer ever, I think it's got to be Justin Fields, even though I know we have not seen anything close to a good passer so far in the NFL, because I'm betting on that upside. I'm betting on adding a guy like DJ Moore, adding a guy like Chase Claypool, who barely played last year with Justin Fields, adding a healthy Darnell Mooney, adding pieces on the O-line. I think that honestly this is some of the best supporting cast we have seen for any Bears quarterback in a long time. So if any Bears quarterback is going to do it, I feel like it's got to be Justin Fields this year. Now, maybe I'm not going to go as far as predicting him to be the first 4K yard passer, because that would be a significant jump going from 2,300 yards to 4K, but I'm just saying it is possible. It is the NFL, and stuff like this has happened in the past, okay, where guys are taking massive jumps in only one season. Next one we got is from TD Productions. He said Jaquan Brisker is going to be a first-team All-Pro. That's also a pretty hot take, becoming the best safety in the NFL, the best strong safety, only in year 2. But I will say that this is a position where guys have had success coming into the NFL relatively quickly. Like Eddie Jackson was a first-team All-Pro in his second year. We've seen also, other players around the league, being really good safeties early on in their careers. And I think that Jaquan Brisker does have that potential. Now, I'm not going to predict that outright, because that would be, again, a pretty big jump. He still has to improve in terms of coverage, skills, and also, in terms of tackling consistency too, because Jaquan Brisker, guys, I know some Bears fans gloss over it, but he missed some tackles going down the stretch of last year, okay, guessing wrong and just not having good form on some of the tackles. So he does have to improve the consistency overall to be mentioned as an All-Pro. The interceptions have to go up too, the plays on the ball have to go up. But man, this is the guy that led the Bears in sacks last year, which that's obviously not a good thing. That's how bad our pass rush was. But he has that versatility where he could put up the numbers to maybe be voted as an all-pro, maybe even first team if he does take jumps in coverage ability and, against the run and, tackle support too. So big fan of Jaquan Brisker though. I mean, that would be really, really cool to see our second year safety being an all-pro. Going to the next one, we got Yanni Rafter 8492. Aaron Rodgers, that's the interesting spelling of Aaron, by the way. 2 R's. It's like a rolling your tongue type of thing. Aaron Rodgers retires midseason and purchases a stock for the Bears. George McCaskey will never, ever in a million years sell anything to Aaron Rodgers, even if it's inflated by like 500%. Okay, even if Aaron Rodgers was willing to buy a share of stock for like millions, I don't think George McCaskey would be doing that because he hates the guy probably with the passion because he's seen that guy destroy his own team. And obviously Virginia McCaskey also would not be a fan of that whatsoever. So 0% chance Aaron Rodgers buys the Chicago Bears, but he does kind of own us, at least on the field. We got Neptune _. He said Claypool finally lives up to his potential and proves so much that you could argue he should be wide receiver 1 over DJ Moore. That is a scorching hot take after he finished with barely any receiving yards at all last year with the Chicago Bears. Now, I will say, like, I'm optimistic about Chase Claypool's 2023 season. Like, I don't think it's going to be nearly as bad as last year. Obviously, like, it's hard to be that bad, and I think that with, chemistry with Justin Fields, in the offseason, which he's going to get, being fully healthy, learning the playbook, like, he's going to have a pretty decent year, but I don't think it's going to be a year where it's going to be unseating a guy like DJ Moore, who's been doing it for a long time. I mean, Chase Claypool's best season was maybe his rookie year when he had almost 1K yards and good amount of touchdowns, but I feel like, especially with the type of quarterback that Justin Fields is, like, he wants to throw to guys that are open. And Chase Claypool, he's a good possession, like, jump ball type of guy, but Justin Fields a lot of times does not give those guys chances as much as he throws to the guys that can separate, like a Darnell Mooney or like a DJ Moore. So I still think Claypool can be fine, like maybe have 600, 700 yards, which will be okay, I feel like, at this stage, but I don't think it's going to be number 1 anytime soon. We got a -1 next from Bishop 545454. Justin Fields won't take that big leap we all hope he will take this year. That would really suck, by the way, if he does not take that leap, because we've been pretty hyped about that at this point. I've been hyped about Justin Fields. If he doesn't take any type of leap, then he's probably not going to be the Bears quarterback in 2024, which would suck a lot. But as much as I hate to say it, this is definitely possible, right? I mean, it's hard in the NFL. Like, there's been so many great college quarterbacks, that have seemed like superstars that when they get into the NFL, like, the game just doesn't translate to their level. Now, I fully think that Justin Fields is going to be a guy that can have a lot of success in the NFL, but I would be lying if I'm saying there's no chance that Justin Fields flops, because obviously there is a chance that he flops. So I think this is a pretty medium hot take. Like, it's definitely something that has a chance of happening because this is the NFL, and the NFL is a tough game. But personally, I don't think it's going to happen because I believe in QB1. I believe in Justin Fields. Going to the next one from This Isn't Me. The Bears beat the Packers. I don't think that's a hot take at all. This Isn't Me, because I actually predicted the Bears to beat the Packers one time this year in my season prediction. So I actually think we are going to beat them in the first game of the year at Soldier Field, because Jordan Love is still kind of a rookie quarterback, right? Like, even though he's been in the NFL for 4 years now, like, he's not played very much in the league, and the best experience you can get is live game action. So I know our defense has a lot of question marks, but I do really feel like Jordan Love is maybe going to give our defense a few opportunities to get their hands on the ball and make it go the other way. And Justin Fields, man, it's about damn time he finally beat the Green Bay Packers. I think it happens this year. Papa Bear Mood 2108. Dante Pettis will be the odd man out in the wide receiver room. I don't think that's much of a hot take, because I think there is a good chance this actually could happen, right? Because Dante Pettis, even though he's had some connections with Justin Fields last year, like, we all know he's not that good of a receiver. Okay, maybe he's a good, like, number 5, number 6, but he's going to be battling for a roster spot with guys like Velus Jones, with guys like Equanimeous St. Brown. I mean, honestly, the final 2 roster spots on the Bears wide receiver room, number 5 and 6, after DJ Moore, after Mooney, after Claypool, after Tyler Scott, it's going to be a battle between Equanimeous St. Brown, Dante Pettis, and Velus Jones. Now, personally, I think that EQ St. Brown and Velus Jones are going to make it due to their blocking and their special teams ability, which Dante Pettis also has special teams ability. He actually returned some punts last year, so that could be another reason why he actually makes the roster. But I wouldn't be that surprised if Dante Pettis is cut, because he doesn't have good hands. I mean, he had so many drops last year. So, Yeah, not too much of a hot take, I would say. Not Casual Bears fan said Matt Eberflus is the coach of the year candid. I think that's a pretty medium hot take. Like, I think there's a good chance it actually could happen if the Bears have a good season, because coach of the year is a narrative based award. Okay, if you're coming off the worst record in football and if you sneak into the playoffs the very next year, you're probably going to win coach of the year, kind of like Brian Dable did for turning around a bad team. So I do think if the Bears have anywhere close to a decent season, like sneaking into like number 6, number 7 in the playoffs and number 6, number 7 seeds, then he very well could win coach of the year, because again, it is a narrative based award. They want a new guy to win it every single year. If it was actually the best coach in the league, then Bill Belichick or Andy Reid probably would have won it every single year, but that's not what happened. So man, if the Bears do win some games, he definitely could win coach of the year. Davis of BC 2024, Tyler Scott will overtake Claypool's wide receiver 3 mid-season. That's a pretty hot take, claiming a rookie is going to overtake a long-standing veteran in this league, but maybe it's possible, right? If Claypool just completely bombs again next season, if all these rumors about him not having a good work ethic, if they're actually true, if he's still not on the same page as Fields, I don't think personally that's going to happen, because I do have higher expectations for Chase Claypool, and he's not going to be that bad, I'm pretty sure, where a rookie is going to be overtaking him for snaps. But we have seen crazier things happen in the NFL, and Tyler Scott is a guy that can separate. He's a fast guy, burning ability down the field, and Fields loves throwing to guys like that. So maybe a slight possibility. SH Chicago, Bears sweep the division. You laugh, but it is very damn possible. Bear down to you too, brother. I think it's a pretty hot take though. Like, I don't think we probably are not going to sweep the division. Like, I think even going 500 in the division, like winning 3 games in the division, that's going to be a significant jump, obviously, over winning no games in division last year. But is it possible to win all of them, to sweep the entire thing? Yeah, maybe, but probably not very, very likely, after having the worst record in football last year. But it is the NFL, and crazier things have happened before, so never say never. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, apologies if I did not get to your comment. There were so many comments where I couldn't get to all of them. Otherwise, the video would be like 5 hours long. So I'll be having more opportunities for you guys to, be in my videos though in the coming weeks. So look out for my community tab posts if you want to be in my next video. Have a good rest of your week, and as always, bear down.